Hi, and thanks for stopping by in this video today. And I just want to let you know that you're my favorite viewer for today. That's right. I'm talking about you right there. You. Thanks for stopping by. And since you did stop by, make sure you give this video a quick thumbs up down below and like the video, and help me out in the algorithm and help me get some exposure so maybe some other people can see this review as well. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. If you couldn't tell from the title, this review is going to be for the Victsing gaming keyboard that you can get on Amazon, and I just want to let you know that I will have a link down below for this keyboard if you are interested in getting this Victsing gaming keyboard for gaming or work, which is what I mainly use my keyboard for, is work. So I really like this keyboard. It's been great for me, but there have been some issues that I've been having with it, and I don't know if it's just because of the price thing or what. I don't know why, but one of the issues I have for this keyboard occasionally is that sometimes when I press down on a button, the button doesn't really go down all the way. It seems like it gets kind of stuck on itself. I don't know what the cause or issue or how do we even really explain it. But sometimes when I press a button, like especially if I'm doing it with my pinky, it won't seem to go down all the way or register the keystroke, which kind of sucks, especially when you're trying to type quickly for work, if you're like trying to type up a report, or it can be an issue with gaming when you need to press shift for whatever reason. I'm not even sure what you use shift for in PC gaming, but it can be an issue. The stuck key thing, it's not fun. It's kind of annoying. Another issue that I have with this keyboard is that the LED colors don't change. There are really only 3 modes for the lighting on this keyboard. There's on, there's pulsing, and then there's off. You can't customize the colors at all, so you're stuck with a rainbow 24/7 as your only color option. So if you're okay with that, that's fine, but for me, I wish there was a little bit more customization when it comes to the colors of the keyboard. One thing that I do really love about this keyboard though is how the keyboard feels to the hands and to my little fingers when I'm typing. It doesn't feel all that cheap, at least to me. I've never had very expensive keyboards, but from the ones that I have experience with, it feels very nice, and I do like the middle frame of the keyboard. It makes it feel very sturdy. It's nice and heavy, so it doesn't like slide around or move around whenever I'm typing with it. So I like how solid it feels. There also seems to be nice mechanical key travel for the people that are interested in that. I like the little bit of clicky sound that it has with the keystrokes. It's not too loud, but not too quiet. It sounds just nice, like right in the middle. And I like the way they feel when they go down, when you press the key and it clicks. It's just a nice feeling, and I really like it. So one of the things I also don't really like about this keyboard is that the toggle keys, the little light ups that tell you whether you have num lock on and stuff like that, it's pretty hard to read. If you're in the dark, it's impossible to tell what you have activated or deactivated unless you're shining some light on it, and even then it's still a little hard to tell what you have activated or deactivated. That's one thing I don't really like. I typically only have like the num lock on anyway, so it's not that big of a deal for me. Once I have it on, I have it on. I don't turn it off. But it could be a problem for other people trying to figure out what they have on and what they have off. Something else I don't really like about it is that some people may have an issue with is that the height is not adjustable for the keyboard. So that means like if you have a different kind of seating position or a different kind of position that you want the keyboard to be in height wise, can't really do it, stuck on one height, which to me, it's not a big deal. It's a good height for me, but for other people, they might have an issue with it not being adjustable. To kind of go against what I said earlier about the keys kind of sticking sometimes, it doesn't happen that often. Usually it doesn't happen. Like I'd say maybe one keystroke out of, I don't know, hundreds that I do, it sticks. But otherwise it works perfectly fine for me. I don't really have that much issue with it. It's just that stuck key can be a little bit of an annoyance. But usually, like 99% of the time, it does fine, and it keeps up with my keystrokes. There's no lag that I can tell between my keystroke and what's happening on the screen. I don't ever really question if I press down the key enough for it to register on the keyboard. I mean, it works fine. It'll get all your keystrokes in, at least it does for me most of the time. One thing I want to say for you Mac users, if you're on Mac OS, this is not going to be the keyboard for you. From what I found out on my own, the toggle lights do not really work. So if I put like num lock on or caps lock on, doesn't really register for me. It doesn't turn on or anything. That can be a bit annoying for you Mac users, so I use it exclusively for Windows at this point. Plus you don't have like the special Mac keys on this keyboard, so it's a little harder to tell which keys will do what sometimes, especially if you're used to working on Windows and you occasionally switch over to Mac. So that could be a little bit of a problem. One major thing I really don't like about this keyboard is that the paint seems a little cheap to me. There's a couple keys that I can already tell from just a quick glance that you can see the paint is fading off. It's coming off of the keys. The other ones you'd have to look a little bit closely to see the paint starting to come off, but there are two where the paint's definitely coming off quite a bit. So that really sucks. I guess you kind of get what you're paying for though with the price of this keyboard. But it does suck that the paint's already coming off some of my keys. Now for the last thing I want to talk about with this keyboard, it's kind of a double-edged sword kind of deal, where I do love the spacing that's in between the keys and the keyboard. It's nice because it makes it a little easier to clean, but on the flip side, that makes it easier to catch dirt and stuff. Like unfortunately, I've got some of my hair in between the keys and the keyboard that it's kind of hard to clear out if you don't have like a little suction kind of vacuum cleaner kind of deal. So, I mean, one hand, it's nice to have so you can clean it a little easier instead of having to like pop keys off like you do with some other keyboards. On the other hand, it seems a little easier to catch some of the dirt and hair underneath the keys. But anyways, that's pretty much my quick review of the Victsing gaming keyboard. Tell me what you think down below, and if you have any additional questions, feel free to ask me down below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you're interested in purchasing this keyboard, I'll also have a link down below that you could use to follow and purchase the keyboard. It doesn't cost you anything extra and I get a little bit of commission from it, so it's an affiliate link, I have to say that. Also, if you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up down below. If you don't like it, give it 2 thumbs down below. And subscribe to the channel. On this channel, I like to do tech review and do some vlogs from time to time. And I guess I'll catch you later. Peace.